Let's check out the functions that you can access on the display and the buttons from a local site. Nevertheless, all the functions you know from the GRBL 0.8 versions are still available over the USB port, which is accessible on the bottom. Let's go through the menu that you can see here. I've got an idle version or idling process for the stepper. I've got a homing function. I'm gonna execute it. So you see standard homing is executed. I'm sending G-code commands or commands as you would do over the USB port. So you still get OKs when you connect the USB port, and this is or this helps to separate the program parts. I'm not influencing some insides of the machine code, motion controller, G-code processes. Nevertheless, I also integrated the function for setting new pull-off values. So actually you can see that I use 3 mm on the U and 2 mm on the X-axis, which is the distance from the position of the limit switches to my machine 0. So these are stored, and if I would change it, I can accept it and have a new homing position. So let's leave that menu, go to the position menu. The position menu is kind of jogging. I can select if I want to go millimeter, tenth of millimeter, centimeters, or even decimeters. If I go more to the right side, and as you can see, this jog is still not working very good. Okay, let's start here. On the right side, I can also select go to 0 or even set a new 0 position. And if I go more to the left side, I can set a new home position or go to a home position and set a new home position. This is not the general machine home position. This is a temporarily stored home position. So I can access the SD card. This I will show later on. I can control the hot wire. I can switch it off. I switch it on, and also control manually the power. This is done via a small PWM, and is also indicated on that red light. And I can control the hot wire directly with that button. It's just switching on and switching off and taking the last power setting. I can also set the feed rate. Per standard, I'm driving 300 millimeter per minute. I can change it here, and also as a hidden function, do big steps here. This is a fixed one, which I used when I start the machine. Nevertheless, you can change it in the G-code program and change it line by line. I can also control my fans, switch them on or switch them off, and also control the speed. I added a function which is called cutting. I can start it. First of all, you should set the maximum X and Y positions. So you would travel your axis somewhere here before the limit switches, and then accept that values. And these are the maximum positions that the cutting process would take. The smallest positions are 0, 0 position. So let's do a cutting example. Therefore, I first select a position. Let's say we go. Oh, come on. I really need to reprogram that wheel. Let's say we go up 10 here. So what I do now, I raise the hot wire, and I'm on 20 centimeters on the right side and 10 centimeters on the left side. And what I want to do is cut straight down. So therefore I select cutting, choose my direction, downward, and execute. So the machine is starting a preheat process of the hot wire, and then simply traveling down to 0 position of Y and Z, and then switching off the hot wire. Last but not least, I would like to show you the SD card. It's not a full-blown SD card functionality, so I'm only checking the root directory. Actually, I do a quick double check if I know the file extensions. All other files, for example bitmaps or something like that, are ignored. I generate a list of all the files here. I can select the file, and if I do so, just asking if I would like to execute it. If I say yes, the G-code is loaded, line by line in the end, even character by character, and hand it over to the G-code controller. What happens here, I send approximately 20 lines through the controller. Then the controller tells me, please wait, I'm busy, and that's why the progress bar is stuck here until the G controller has its buffer emptied. That happened now, so I was able to send over more lines. And now I'm just waiting until all movements are done. So now the machine is moving. That is again the tower example. So the progress bar itself is not 100% related to the actual moving position, but I can accept that. It's much easier. There's no reprogramming of the G-code and the motion controller, or the handling of the buffer necessary. I do not plan any synchronize inside the Arduino. Only at the end, the last line is synchronized, so that I will leave that window with the progress only when I ended all the movements and executed the whole file. So this should happen in a couple of seconds, because I'm already leaving this example, and in the end, synchronized. I switched off the wire, and the progress is finished. So these are the main functions I have implemented. I have still approximately 70% of the ROM left, and approximately 30% of the RAM. So a lot of space for improvement and additional ideas.